We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. That's complete to Pearson. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Cardinals. Dragon 60. 19 Lions.
Willis will look to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Looking deep here for Chase. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Milton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he stopped immediately there. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and
now Milton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now Willis. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, Bigsby. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many? 7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready.
He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
On the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things up.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here's Milton now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos, top to 60, Buffalo 18. Cut 19, cut 19.
Willis looks to pass it here. Open man here is Scott, complete.
Check it.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
7 Pirates. Warriors 17.
Here's Willis. That is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 tight. Street. 19 Lions.
Right back to the air with Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. Willis slides safely, and he picks up the first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Another Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 17
The Jags with a
yards.
football to begin the 2nd
First
quarter.
down, Jaguars.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready? 60 Bobcats. Dragon. Rambo 80.
To throw, here's Willis. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The point after through the raindrops, something good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Let's go.
To throw, here's Willis. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Seven Pirates.
Back to throw, Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Willis. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Come on.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here is 3rd and 5.
18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Cougar 19.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Trap 60.
Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Ready.
On first down, he'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
79, 60.
2nd and 6. At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Chase, the motion man right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They gave him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Now Willis to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
60 Bobcat. Panther 11.
Willis out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Cam Little on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Powering his way forward. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And Xavier Worthy as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Jaguars 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the jump.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trap 60, trap 60.
The slot man in motion right. Willis. Pass caught by Pearsall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 5, go street.
First up, 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Milton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready.
To throw is Milton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of 1.
Rig alert. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cougar 19. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton. That's complete to Pierce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Milton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hurt. Street. Check, smash. Hey, smash. Hey, rig. Go street. Rig alert. Hurt. Check, smash.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
Now they'll audible to something else.
7 Pirates. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Play action, Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now Willis. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. An audible here to get a new look.
18 Rattler. Scoring 70, Dragon 60. Ready.
4th down, Willis. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
60 by 6. Go.
To throw, it's Milton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Viking 18.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready? Buffalo 18, Viking 18.
Willis looking to throw it. Got a man open. It's Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
77.
Jaguars. First down.
Now an audible here into something else.
Jacksonville.
19 light. Seven Pirates.
Willis looks to pass it here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mustang 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
Here's Willis. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, go!
Now Willis to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
70 Rangers. Panther 11. Cut 19.
Shotgun snap to Willis. And he is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Ready?
Right back to Pitts again. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
An extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jaguars 17.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here's Milton now to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now Milton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trap 60.
Slot man moves right. To throw, here's Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, warm, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Tight. Mustang 19.
From the gun, here's Willis. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
19.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Milton. He's going to lock one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
19 Tiger. 79 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 70 Rangers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Here's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's on his way. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Willis will look to throw it. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd
Deputy
and 2.
Timberwood. Let's go.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
Willis will try and throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Eagles 31, Jaguars 23. And Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Well, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. There he goes again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
37, Jaguars 23.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is first and 10.
60 even. 60 back. 60 average. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing, Willis. Now he'll tuck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
70.
Willis to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
At their own 32-yard
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On the toss, here's Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected.
And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Chill, right on my side is my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Be like in, take a breath, and my mouth is loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. Have you ever rebel out dark hallways? This place I guess I made today. I say, play the track from your record correction. It's your mix, congratulations.
Change a lot of names, some. Know that we have always been down. If I ever did a thing you do, then just
ballin' on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills.